Right, you're welcome back. Thursday's edition of Morning Radio Top Flight Television program. It's time for another session, an interview session. And today we're going to be looking at exploring how Governor Sheriff Oborori's more agenda in Delta State, talking about the meaningful development, opportunities for all, realistic reforms, and enhanced peace and security can address youth brain drain, talking about the Japa syndrome. I call it the Japa phenomenon. Speaking to that conversation with me here is a lecturer from the Dennis Usadebe University, talking about Dr. Emperor Onotu. Good morning, sir,
Thank you, it's my
and
pleasure.
good to have you.
Thank you.
Our topic today is discouraging the Japa syndrome through the renewed hope for more agenda. We all know now that the Japa syndrome is largely driven by young professionals, young, seeking better economic prospects abroad. Now, how do you think that the job creation initiative under the More agenda can offer a competitive, viable alternative for skilled youth in Delta State?
All right, thank you very much. You see, let's look at the background to this Japa syndrome.
Okay.
Briefly, the reason for this Japa syndrome is because of they feel that there's no job here. Yeah,
You feel there is no job here?
yeah. They
Or
feel, it's a feeling.
okay.
It's a feeling that there's no job.
Mm.
There's also a feeling that they can better make it out there. These are feelings. But the fact that you feel that way doesn't really make it the fact or the truth. Now, with this small agenda you just mentioned now, it's part of creating jobs for youth, for young ones, and all that. So, the current government, the person of our governor, head of Sheriff Brewery,
Okay.
with the job creation, no doubts, it definitely helps the youths to get their own jobs, to get opportunities, and that alone reduce the Japa syndrome. For example, if you have 10 youth, and out of the 10 youth, because we are not perfect, so out of the 10 youth, if you have 8, or let even say 7, that have jobs, skills, and other opportunities, it shows that their mind or the perception of traveling is
To
reduced
reduce.
because they know they are doing something. For example, I worked with Dennis here now, and do you think that I will want to just run away and travel? That's the
Well,
point.
if you ask me that question,
Yes.
my answer may be yes. You know why? Because
Okay.
look at the health sector.
Yeah.
We have most doctors and nurses
Yeah.
traveling,
Yeah.
doing this Japa syndrome thing. Are
Okay.
you saying that medicine or nursing is not a good profession here in Nigeria? Of course it is.
All right.
But they feel that they're going to get better paid
Okay.
abroad.
Again, like I said, it's all about our feelings. Do you know we are not? Let's come from a perspective. We humans, especially Africans and Nigerians, I would say, or the Ethans, many people were not really contented with what we have. We want more, like you said earlier, Oliver Twist, and some more.
Yes.
We want more. You get, let's say, 10 million today. When you were having, let's say, 500K or 500,000, you'll be aspiring or aiming at a million.
Yes.
Now you have 1 or 2 million, you're aiming at 10 million. You have 10, you're aiming at 20 million. We keep aiming, we keep dreaming, we keep
We
wanting
are
higher.
insatiable.
Yeah, human beings are insatiable. So that's to tell you that it's a feeling It's not because the jobs are not really there. It's a feeling. I tell people, going to school, you know, when you're writing WAEC, NECO and all that, you know, as at that point or that time, you were not really thinking of getting a job. All you're thinking is, I can get this result, make my result.
Graduate from school, yes.
Yeah, I can make my result and get admission. That's the first phase of the thinking or thought. And thereafter, you've gotten admission now. Then what you're thinking is, I can
Finish
my results clean. I can have A's and B's and all that. Then another stage comes again. Graduation, then you'll be thinking, how can I get a job? But do you know, while you were trying to write your WAEC or NECO and all of that, you weren't thinking of how you can get a job.
No. You're
These
right.
are the phases.
You're right.
So we are not really contented with what we have. When our quest is bigger or is more, we should know that we should start from somewhere, start little by little. But if you want to jump up, you surely fall down. So the best is to grow up. So I want to encourage youth, especially, and Nigerians or Daytons, that the best way is, let's think of building our home. If all of us Jakba, like the term from the Yoruba language, if all of us Jakba today, tell me, who will build Delta?
Delta.
Who build Delta? Who build our nation? So it's very important. It's very important that we really develop our home, we build our home, and make sure that this place is a home like a place we're all running to.
Okay.
You and I can have that. We can do that. You and I, we can make that in place. That's just the simple truth.
Okay. Now we know of so many empowerment programs being done by this present administration. How are these empowerments, the grants, the technical training, skills acquisition programs, we know of the YAGEP, STEP, and every other programs, how are they structured to retain these tech talents? Imagine someone going through these empowerment programs, the artisans, entrepreneurs. How can this program, after graduating from this program, how can it keep them back? You know, they might have the intent to migrate, but how can this program now keep them back so that they can give back to the society? Because it's not only going for these programs, getting grants, getting startup packs, and then relaxing. Is there a way they can be monitored so that they can remain in the society and give back to what the society has given to them?
Well, thank you. First, you see, humans, you say, when the bird learns how to fly without pension, the hunter also learn how to shoot without aiming. And it's not going to be total or completely, in the sense that you can't really stop it completely, but we can reduce it.
Okay.
Having established that fact, the point is, we should have sensitization. Yes, we should sensitize our people. We should let them know that this training is to equip them and to better our state, to better our nation. We can't equip you, train you, then you jackba, as the term is used or the language used, to another country to better them. So when you are being equipped, it's expected that you use it to better your nation, to better your state, to better your community, to better your environment. That's it. In addition to that is the youth already have the platform, and that's the training, equipping the youth, equipping Nigerians and Daytons. That's to say, what we have acquired, what we have achieved, our skills and all that, should be used for the development of our community, our state, our land, and our nation. If we can have this mindset, it's going to help us a lot to stay put and to remain developing our land rather than running away. Because if we should have these skills and we run away, who will better the land? Who will better the state? So my encouragement and my take is when we get our skills, our training, our learning, and all that, let us stay put. Let's remain and build our land. A stranger won't come here to build it for us.
All right. Now let's look at the youth mindset shifts. Curbing this Japa syndrome requires a shift in public perception.
Yeah.
You are a lecturer with the Denis Osadebe University. You have students under you. You talk to students, yes? Now, have you been able to do any form of engagement, campaign, to demonstrate the tangible benefits of staying and investing in Delta State instead of thinking about the Japa syndrome? Because this syndrome is common amongst our youth, and you have the youth in your school. No, not your school, rather. Yes, but you lecture them.
I understand.
Yes. So how have you done something?
Well, I know that in recent time or even before now, I normally engage youths, engage students, and engage people, telling them the names why we should develop our land, telling them the names why we should create values, individual values. I haven't done that, we develop our land.
Is it sorry, I have to break you there.
Yeah.
Is it a one-on-one interface, or do you do any campaign? Is there a campaign you've done so far? Because as a lecturer, I think you have a whole lot of responsibility to inculcate this into the mind of these youth. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've done that. Like I said, I've done that times a number. I'm still doing it, and I will continue to do it.
Good.
Even in the classroom, I tell them that we are all here today to learn. We keep learning until one dies. We keep learning. And so long we continue to learn, we use it to develop our land. And we shouldn't run away. So, like you've asked, I've had series and several discussions with the youth, with students, in the classroom, in the community, out there and all that. Even my page on Facebook and all that. You see some of my posts there where I talk with a youth, community development. I have some community or town hall meetings also and all that. So I do it on regular basis on how to make sure that we develop, stay and develop our land, because like I said before and I will always say it, we do not expect strangers to come and do that for us. It is our duty to do that. And I continuously sensitize them and tell them about all this. I do. I do it in the classroom, in the community, town hall meetings and all that. I do one-on-one. I do. In fact, some persons have told me, some youths and students have told me, said they have never met with me in a conversation, a discussion, and and they will now go without, or they go without having meaningful something to reflect on. So they have always testified of that a lot.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah, yes,
that's beautiful. Okay. Now, we are watching you. Some persons are listening to you. And what advice or what would you tell them is the danger of this Japa syndrome? Some persons don't know the danger attached to this Japa syndrome. They all believe that, let's just go. Anyhow, when we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. People say that a lot. They don't want to think about the future. They don't want to think about what lies ahead. They just want to take that step first, and whatever they see along the road, they can cross any hurdles. So please let us know the dangers involved with this Japa syndrome, especially to a land that you don't even know.
Thank you. All right, that's a good one. You see, we've heard of not just mere stories or fiction, but we've heard of victims. In the horse's mouth will say that trying to jack back the language, trying to leave the country, to go to another land. Some died on the way.
Yes.
Yeah, some died on the way. Some had kind of awful experiences on the way. Some even killed themselves on the way just to meet up and all that. But again, there's the name. One of my colleagues by the name Dr. Isiro Voja.
Okay.
Whenever I remember his name, I remember, what does it mean? It means that there is more suffering in a strange land. There's more suffering in a strange land. Do you know that when you are in your land, there are a lot of things that you can easily achieve? And again, Nigeria as a country, our nation and Delta especially, will make these things so easy for us. Yeah. I have come to the realization that it is easy to make it in Nigeria compared to when you move out. You know, when you travel out, you spend more time. Like when a fowl gets to a new location, what happened? It stands with the leg. That means the fowl is trying to understand the terrain, the environment.
Yes.
So when you get to a new land, is that you are starting afresh. But in our land here, you are already here. You're familiar with the situation. You know the terrain and everything. Now, going out there, quickly our highlights. One is you are going to start afresh. Two, new laws. You're going to start learning new laws. Three is the possibility of you making it to that place. A lot of issues, a lot of victims who came back and said, this is the situation, this is the situation. Oh, I wish I stayed back and all that. So I'm discouraging that Japa syndrome in the sense that we need to develop our land. So traveling and running away to foreign land or to other country just for a greener pasture and all of that should be jettisoned, should be minimized, greatly minimized. Yeah, greatly minimized. I've highlighted one. You're going to start afresh. Two, we have a lot of awful experiences on the way. Three, you're going to learn to adapt to the new laws. Four, you are going to build afresh. Imagine, you mentioned our medical personnel, health personnel. When they have few of my friends or medical doctors and other who went there, do you know they had to start afresh? Even with what they know.
Of course.
They got there and they were subjected to new training. You must undergo this training first before we can bring it to our system. You must undergo that training before that. But here, you are just already like an authority. An authority. But like I said, we must not jettison the core or the aim to the discussion. It's search for greener pasture. That's what they feel. But the way out is we can sit back, we can remain here and build our land. We can remain here and ensure that Nigeria become a better place. Delta become a better place. The skills you have, please, let us practice it here.
Yeah.
Rather than taking it out there to better outside world.
Thank you so much. You have actually spoken well, and we sincerely appreciate you. No one is stopping you from traveling or relocating abroad.
That's a different case.
However, relocating abroad is a significant life decision that requires strategic planning rather than emotional impulse. So please be guided so you don't make mistakes. We'll be speaking with a lecturer from Dennis Osadebe University, Dr. Emperor Onotu, on the topic, discouraging the Japa syndrome through the renewed hope for more agenda. Thank you so much, lecturer, for coming.
Thank you very much.
And please continue to do your sensitization, both in schools and your social media handle, everywhere.
Like you said,
yes,
you can travel,
yes,
but come back and develop our land.
Our land.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Now, this is where we draw the curtain on Morning Rise Thursday's edition. I hope you